Fantasy Theatrhythm. It just came out in Japan about 3 days ago, so I've had some time to play it. But this is my demo video to show all of you guys what this game is like. Let's see, get through all the loading screens here. There's 3 modes, but I'll mostly just focus on the series and challenge modes. Select my file here. Let's see. Down here in the bottom right, there's the museum option, which after you unlock certain things, you can go through and watch videos, listen to music, etc., etc. But I'm not really going to dwell on this. See, obviously, a music game up here at the top is the main segment of the game. Here's the series, challenge, and chaos modes. Real quick though, I'll go ahead and show you how the party customization works. You can choose 4 members. 1 is your leader, who gets special bonuses, and then 3 other members. Note that this is the happiest you will ever see Squall. But you can see some of their abilities up here, and the item that your team can equip. From each main game in the series, there's 1 character, from Final Fantasy 1 through 13. Scroll through them pretty quickly here. You also, at the end, you can see that there's some characters you can unlock as well. But you have to earn enough rhythm points to do so, and I'm still working on that. Let's see. Customize, here, I hit the wrong button, heading back. You can customize your characters to a certain extent in terms of their abilities and items. Each character can equip up to 3 spells, using a certain number of ability, or CP points, or ability points allotted to him. The abilities do have various effects. They could be specific to a certain mode of stage, or they can just be in general effect. Also, your party as a whole can equip 1 item, like a high potion, or something like that. These all have varying effects, depending on what they do. High potion, for example, restores you back up to 50 health if you go below 15% health. Let's see. Going through all of the games, each game has 5 songs in it. You can also unlock more, apparently, once you earn enough points. Yeah, I'll quickly show you the default set lists from each game, though probably for most of you this katakana and kanji isn't gonna help out too much. Final Fantasy VIII here is probably your best bet. There you go, there's some English. That's pretty much the only English you're gonna see in this game. Yeah, again, you've got Final Fantasies 1 through 13. I don't know what the unlockable songs are yet, because I haven't reached that part. Let's see. And now I'll go through series mode for my favorite of Final Fantasy VI, because I'm a total fangirl. Since I've beaten it, I can choose any of the 3 difficulties. I'll go ahead and choose challenge difficulty for now. Let's see. The opening stage is pretty simple. You actually have an option to skip it there at the top of the touchscreen. As the notes fly into the center of that crystal, you just tap your stylus down. That's it. I guess it's just to get you kind of in the mood, or get you used to following a rhythm, that sort of thing. Normally, your characters can earn experience points through the stages. However, the opening and ending segments do not give you experience points, they just give you the rhythm points. Which I should mention, apparently the goal of this game is just to keep collecting rhythm points. Leveling up your characters will make this job easier for you, but yeah, your goal is just to keep collecting rhythm points, or here they're called ritsupo, which took me a while to figure out what on earth that meant. Yeah, I won't show you all of these stages because I don't think you want to sit here forever. Next you go to the overworld music, or field music as it's called. Here you're introduced to the 3 types of notes. There's tapping, and slide, and hold note. And you basically just continue on like this for a while. If you miss notes, your character will start to take damage, and if your character dies, you move on to one of your other characters. If all of them die, then you fail. And that's it, you get to try again. Let's see, as you go along though, if you look at the bottom, you can see where it changes color near the end, along the line. If you complete the feature zone segment, shown here with all the gray notes, you unlock a special segment in the stages. In field music mode, you get a chocobo. And he makes cute little chocobo noises as you walk along. Let's see, and at the very end, you meet a character from that game who congratulates you. In this case, it's me. this is the, shows you your status of how you did. And next, it'll give you a level up for your characters, or show you the experience you earned. And you can see their HP, their ability points, and then below that's your standard abilities like power, things like that. Ignore my head popping down there from the top. It'll also add up your rhythm points that you earn. And as you can see, I've collected quite a lot by now. Let's see, moving on. Oh, because I've collected a certain number of rhythm points, I now get another crystal for unlocking one of the characters. Let's see, okay. Moving on to the next stage. Let's see. Next is battle music. Which, obviously, in Final Fantasy VI's case, you get this song. You can see there at the start, if you have an ability equipped for your characters, it'll take into effect if it matters for that stage. Yeah, similar to it uses the exact same notes from the overworld area. But in this version, as you go along, you do damage with the better notes you hit. And as you do more damage, you'll kill monsters and more will appear. If you complete the feature zone in this stage, you get a summon ability, which it seems to be random, whichever summon it chooses for you to get. But if you successfully complete his segment, it'll likely kill whatever monster you're up against at the current time. And then you just go straight back to normal. Let's see. Just like before, you get the same results announcement, and also you go back to the character experience screen. Again, happiest you're going to see Squall in a long time. Yeah, you get various things at each level. Not everything will always increase with every level you go up. Let's see. Again, you get rhythm points for that area. Right, and next is the event music, where it will pick basically the most iconic song from each game. Which, yeah, in Final Fantasy VI's case, it had to be Celeste's theme, which is used as the Opera House theme. Let's see, in Final Fantasy VII's case, it's obviously the song with Aeris, and in Final Fantasy VIII's case, it's Waltz for the Moon. It's pretty easy to figure out which song is going to be the song for each game. But as you go along in this mode, and you eventually reach its feature zone, you'll get the option to extend the movie, which will just show you more and obviously earn you more points. And once you unlock it in the theater view, you can see the extended version without having to worry about the game. Alright, now that you've cleared that, we go once again to the results announcement and character experience, blah 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 blah. Add up your rhythm points. Then you move on to the ending theme for that game, which is exactly like the opening theme. You just tap the music notes, and you can skip this one too if you want. And at the end, you'll see your overall score for that game. And it'll add up your rhythm points for the opening and ending segments if you chose to do them. And since I've earned 10,000 rhythm points, it's telling me that I now have reached the point where I can unlock other things in this game. Right now, I have to beat the epilogue boss, which I'll show a little bit of, but obviously kind of spoilerific, that it looks the same as a normal battle. Okay, and then after that, you get to see some of the ending of the story. This game does have a story, but it's pretty flimsy and transparent. It's really just there to make the narratologist happy. Let's see, moving on to challenge mode, to show you the difference. You just choose one song that you want to focus on. In this case, this is the normal default difficulty that the game will start you off on. I'll show you all three just as a comparison. As you can see, pretty easy. But you have to beat this mode on all of the games first before you can unlock the harder difficulties. See, moving on, I'll show you, this is the challenge mode difficulty. I'll use the same song for comparison, and because this battle music is awesome. The other types of stages, the event and the overworld music, also have challenge mode settings. I'm just focusing on this one because it's the most fun game mode in my opinion. Okay, and the last one is basically Super Challenge Mode, and it's where you begin to pull your hair out. As you can see, much harder, and more likely to make you throw your stylus across a room. Yeah, at the end. But if you complete Super Duper Challenge Mode, you get massive amounts of experience points. Normal difficulty will net you about 700. Super Challenge Mode will net you about 2,400. So definitely worth it, and your characters will likely level more than once if you complete this mode. So yeah, that about sums it up. There's another gameplay mode, aside from series and challenge, known as Chaos Mode, where it seems to just throw random songs at you that aren't featured in the normal game. But there's a solo gameplay segment and online gameplay segment. But I have yet to find anyone who will play online with me, probably because the game is too new, so no one's really moved on to the online segment yet.